Hello, all the parents out there. I'm Jo Marie from Biling Bloemfontein, and I'm very excited to have the opportunity to speak to you today to make oral a little bit more fun in your house because I know oral is a very big curse word out there. Né? So, if we can make it fun for your children at this age, then it will be fun for them for the rest of their school curriculum because they will do it till they finish school, and it will also be better for you as parent. So my first tip for you is please stop writing your child's oral for them. The reason for that is they don't think like you think. If you write the oral, it's the way that you think and you perceive stuff. But if your child does it themselves, then it's the way that they think, and they will remember it much easier. All right. So I'm not saying leave your child. They are only grade one, nay. But and they do need a lot of guidance still, nay. But what do you learn your child through oral? You learn them to be able to plan and to organize. All right. Not plan. Sorry. You learn them to plan and to memorize. Nee? So how do you do that? How do you learn your child to plan? All right. So the biggest tip that I can give you is visualize the oral for them. All right. So I know a lot of schools says gives you the permission to that your child may speak their oral with a poster with pictures on it. So that helps a lot, especially with my child that struggles to speak. It helps him a lot to remember what his oral is about. Okay. So I want you to really go and sit. So that's the biggest thing. Try to make it as visual as possible. And then try to incorporate them into the oral or help them to write the oral at the end. So, and how you do that is you ask them questions. So you will go beforehand and you will think, okay, what questions can I ask my child? And that questions should build the oral at the end. So if we look at, say, my favorite pet, how do I help my child to write that oral and say it must be 5 sentences, né? Because it's still very easy in grade 1. Then you will go and ask your child, all right, we must make an oral about your favorite pet. Tell me what your favorite pet is. Say that his favorite pet is a cat. Then you go and you draw a cat, or you go and get a picture of a cat in a book. Let him search for the picture in the book, or you draw, let him draw or her draw a picture of a cat. It doesn't have to be an arts project, né? They must only know that that is a cat. I have a very cute cat. All right. And then the next question, what is your cat's name? All right. So my cat's name is, let's say my cat's name at home is Kita. All right. So I can't think of another name. So my cat's name is Kita. All right, so that's your second sentence. Okay, what color? How does your cat look? My cat has brown, or is brown and white. And if you do this, especially with colors, try to write it in brown and write it in white, because then they see it and they will remember it much easier because they can't read at this stage. Nee. So pictures and colors will help them a lot to remember what they need, what's stood there. Nee. All right, so my next question will be, what does your cat eat? Nee. So my cat eats cat food, pellets or cat food, and he likes to catch mice. There's my mice. All right. Okay, likes to catch mice to eat. All right, what's your next question? What does your cat play with? My cat plays with a ball of yarn, or a ball. I like to play with balls. That's my next question. Let's think, do you like your cat? Oh, I love my cat. There's your oral. And through this, your child built their own oral just by you asking questions. All right, but now there's 5 sentences, 6 sentences that they have to learn for their oral. Nay, so you go through them and you go and say, okay, so my favorite cat is, or my favorite pet is a cat. That will be your first sentence, and you will learn that on day 1. So don't try to learn them all these sentences the day before they need to do an oral. You will do it a week before. You will start with your oral, to help them to memorize the oral. On the first day, you will take the first sentence. Tell me, what's your favorite cat? Or what's your favorite pet? My favorite pet is a cat. Okay, your second day, let's take the second one. So what was the first thing that you had to remember? My favorite pet is a cat. My cat's name is Kita. There you have 2 sentences on day 2. And they can remember 2 sentences. On day 3, what was the third sentence? How does my cat look? So my cat is brown and white. Great stuff. If they can remember it, then they need to repeat all 3 sentences. And in that matter, you help them to be able, by day 5, to remember all those sentences by doing it little steps by little steps by little steps. Now, you can do 2 sentences on a day if they can do it, but don't try to do a whole oral or try to learn them on whole oral the day before. And do the visual pictures. They love it and they do remember it, and this is something that you will be able to do with all the orals that's yet to come in school. Let them take the oral, if they are now in bigger grades, take the oral heading and let them ask questions about it and let them research about it to get the questions to do it. All right, so I hope this helps you a lot. It helps me with my child, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you play with your child and how you incorporate this into his oral, into their orals. And if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.